Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Recently, I released a video showing you how I got approved for $300,000 in business funding and how you can do that too with a brand new LLC, even with no proof of income. But there was one catch. Every single card on that list required a personal guarantee. A lot of you asked for an alternative option, cards that don't tie to your personal credit whatsoever. So in this video, I'm going to give you exactly that. These will be business credit cards that you can be approved for even if you have bad credit. These will be 5 true EIN only business credit cards that do not require a personal guarantee. We're talking about full separation between you and your business, and I'm going to walk you through the exact requirements to qualify for each card. Now, I want everyone watching this to keep one thing in mind. Securing a business credit card with no personal guarantee will almost always require strong, consistent revenue and often significant cash on hand to prove financial stability, as the issuer will not be able to rely on your personal credit. So instead of personal credit, these issuers will look at your revenue for corporate cards or high monthly deposits. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first card on our list will be the PEX Credit Expense Card. There is no personal guarantee, there's no credit check. However, PEX will focus on your business performance, especially your cash flow and your liquidity. So in other words, they want to see whether your business has real money moving through and whether it maintains a healthy balance in the bank. This is not the ideal card for a brand new startup with little to no revenue. This is better suited for an existing business that has a business checking account, consistent deposits for at least 90 days, and a solid average bank balance. Typically, to get approved for this card, you will need to have around $20,000 in the bank, and like I said before, for around 90 days. Now, let me give you an example of when this card would make sense. I used to have an Amazon store that I started. I flipped items and I made money. I was able to show real business revenue, real cash flow. However, my credit was bad at the time, so I could not leverage anything. I had to actually just use revenue. Now, if you have something like an e-commerce store where you're already making money and you can show $20,000 in the bank, then you can qualify for this card. Now, I also want to say that having less than $20,000 doesn't mean it's impossible to get approved, but it does paint a clear picture of your business profile if you do have that much money in the bank. Another important thing to note is that this is not a revolving credit card in the traditional sense. This operates more like a charge card. So instead of you carrying a balance and making minimum monthly payments, you are expected to pay the full balance at the end of the billing cycle. You'll find that this is very common with most no PG cards. So that means no revolving debt structure here. And for businesses that already pay their cards in full every month, this can actually be a very clean setup. Now let's talk about the upside. This card can offer credit limits up to $200,000 for businesses with very strong cash flow and bank balances. That is a serious amount of buying power, especially for companies that need to manage operating expenses, maybe even employee spending, or reoccurring business purchases. There's no application fee and there's also no annual fee. Now, the PEX Credit Expense Card also comes with an expense management tool that makes it a little bit easier to manage basic business expenses. You can issue physical or virtual cards to employees. You can set spending controls, you can assign budgets, and track purchases across the organization. So if you're growing a team and you want tight controls over the company's spending without handing out your primary card, then this type of setup can be extremely useful. To qualify, your business must be a US-based business in good standing with the state that it was established in, and you need to have a dedicated business checking account. You cannot use your personal. You also need basic business documentation, including identification and proof of your business, like your business license. So overall, this card is a strong option for an established business that wants access to capital without putting their personal credit on the line. Now, if your business has healthy cash flow, solid reserves, and you want a no PG, no credit check option with real spending power, then this card is definitely worth your attention. Next, we have the Rippling Corporate Card. This card includes an interface called Rippling Spend, which really is a business spending and expense management system built around a corporate card. They have reimbursements, approvals, and real-time visibility. So instead of you having to juggle multiple tools for cards, expense reports, bill payments, and accounting workflows, this platform is designed to bring everything together into one place. One of the biggest features is the card side of this platform. With Rippling Spend, you can issue physical and virtual corporate cards to employees and set custom limits and rules for how these cards can actually be used. Now, of course, this card does not rely on your personal credit, and there is no personal credit check. This card actually does not list a limit that it can go up to for the max amount. However, it says that you can get up to 20 times the amount of a traditional credit card. I would say that it can be upwards of $1 million based on what they said on their website. Now, the biggest downside is that Rippling Spend is not free. This card has no annual fee. There's no variable APR, and it operates just like a charge card that must be paid in full every single month. It also offers a 1.75% cash back on all purchases. While the card itself has no fees, it requires a $5,000 per month minimum spend, and it also requires a subscription to the Rippling platform, which starts around $8 per employee per month, plus base fees. To qualify for a Rippling corporate card, your business must be a registered legal entity, not a sole proprietorship, with an employer identification number, and you must be a Rippling Spend customer, and approvals will be based on financial health, cash flow, and revenue, and you need to at least have $25,000 in the bank in order to apply for this card, and it will need to be a business bank account, not your personal. Now, the next card on our list will have a little bit of an easier requirement. That's going to be the Mercury IO Business Credit Card. This is a no PG business card, and this is exclusively available to Mercury business banking customers. This card will deliver unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. There is no complicated point systems. It's just straightforward cash back. There is no annual fee. There is no interest, and there's no foreign transaction fees. It also comes with exclusive discounts on tools like AWS and Microsoft. The Mercury IO Business Card also reports to Dun & Bradstreet and Equifax Business, which means it actually is helping you build your business credit profile. Now, to qualify, you must be US based. You need to have an LLC or corporation. Mercury, again, will not check your personal credit. Everything is based on your business finances. However, you must hold a Mercury account, and you have to maintain an average cash balance around $15,000 in your account, though the limits can fluctuate based on your deposits and your withdrawals. The next card on our list is going to be the Parker Commercial Credit Card. This card is issued by Patriot Bank, and it's also a member FDIC insured bank licensed from MasterCard, and banking services are provided via Piermont Bank. Now, Parker's FinTech card is explicitly built for fast-growing e-commerce companies, and it offers flexible rolling repayment terms of 30, 45, 60, and even 90 days on each purchase, rather than just a single monthly due date, which is probably the most unique card that we have on this list. That means no interest if you stick to your terms, and credit limits that are typically 10 to 20 times higher than traditional business credit cards, scaling alongside your business performance. So if you have a business where you have to spend money in order to make money, especially like e-commerce where you have to buy merchandise up front, if you're using physical merchandise, then this can be a very good card for you, especially with net 90-day terms to pay the card back. Now, underwriting is based on your real-time business signals like sales from Shopify or Amazon. You need to have cash flow and inventory trends, and this once again is not based on your personal credit. Here's the great thing about cards like this. I have entire videos that show you how to actually start making money with things like Printful, where you can actually do print on demand. It doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. I'll show you how to do things with Shopify, with Amazon. So if you're interested in that, please check out my side hustle playlist. I have all the videos there, but there are ways for you to actually start making money without having anything up front to get the revenue to then qualify for every single one of these cards. Now, generally, you need to be a US incorporated business, and you have to be doing at least $1 million in annual revenue, plus maintain a $10,000 minimum cash balance in your business bank account. Now, I don't really know if that $1 million in cash revenue is actually true, but you do need to have at least $10,000 in a business bank account to actually apply for this, so I would suggest trying that first. The final card on our list will be the FinFair Business Charge Card. This card is issued by Cross River Bank and runs on the MasterCard network. Now, this is again a charge card that's designed to help small businesses manage expenses while also keeping control of cash flow. There's no personal credit check, there's no annual fee, and approval will be based entirely on your business revenue. This card does include cash back, but it'll only work inside MasterCard's Easy Savings program, so it's not universal. You're looking at 1.5% back on eligible purchases, with extras like 4% back at 20,000 plus restaurants, as well as discounts on tools like QuickBooks and Adobe, also up to 7% off prepaid stays through bookings.com. Now, to qualify, you need to be a US-based LLC, a corporation, or a partnership. Sole proprietors will not qualify. FinFair will look at your revenue, your business bank account, and your financial health overall, but there is no exact minimum balance that's required for this card, unfortunately. If I had to give a range or try to gauge it, I would always say have between $10,000 and around $25,000 at least in order to qualify. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If your goal is to truly build business credit that stands on its own, separate from your personal credit profile, then these EIN only credit cards with no personal guarantee are a perfect place to begin. And once again, I have several videos showing you how to make money without having to leverage credit. They are all over my channel. You can just go through my entire catalog and you'll find them. I also have some of them in the side hustle playlist. So once again, I suggest checking that out. It is possible for you to start making money today without having to leverage credit, then working your way up to actually getting these cards. You can let your business speak for itself, but you want to keep in mind when you're not putting your name on the line, your approvals are always going to depend entirely on your business cash flow. Basically, the money you make pretty much becomes your credit score. So be strategic and choose the card that fits your needs. You want to stay consistent and you can watch your business credit profile grow. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button so more entrepreneurs like you can discover this info. Please drop a comment below and let me know which card that you are most excited about. And if you would like me to make another list with even more business credit cards, then I'd be more than happy to do so. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and you have a wonderful day.